Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Pep. Today's fragrance is going to be about a perfume from the house of Maison Francis Kurkdjian's, and it is Oud Satin Mood. Okay, so Oud Satin Mood was released in 2015. It's a unisex fragrance. Perfumer is obviously Francis Kurkdjian's, and this was released as part of a little series, and I think it was inspired by different fabrics. There is Oud Satin Mood, there is Silk Mood, and I think the other one is Cashmere Mood. And I'm not sure if there were any others, but they're the three that I remember off the top of my head. I ordered this one as part of 4 samples that you can order from the MFK website. The 4 samples, I think looks like 2.5 mil or maybe 3 mil. It's €14. And I think it was pretty good value actually, and they shipped to Australia, and €14 included the shipping. I got a sample of this, I got a sample of A Pomme pour Homme, I got a sample of Baccarat Rouge EDP and Baccarat Rouge Extrait de Parfum. Those two I didn't like. I did like the A Pomme, and I do very much like Oud Satin Mood. So let's get into it. There are 6 notes listed for this fragrance in Fragrantica, and of course we can't always rely on the notes that are listed there. There might be other ingredients that perfume houses do not tell us about. What is listed is oud or agar wood, 2 types of roses, Turkish rose and Bulgarian rose. I tried to do a little bit of research on the difference between these 2 roses. It wasn't extensive research, but it could only come up with the fact that the Bulgarian rose comes from a very specific place in Bulgaria, Rose Valley. I can't remember what the name is, but and the Turkish rose, I'm assuming, comes from Turkey. What the differences between those 2 types of roses are, I couldn't tell you, and I certainly wouldn't be able to pick them out in this fragrance. Vanilla, benzoin, and violet. It is a if you go by those notes, it is a simple composition. And when you do smell this, you would not describe this as a complex smelling fragrance. But as I've said before, some of the best things I've smelled are wonderful because they are so simple but beautifully done. This smells like wonderful quality ingredients are being used, and it smells again like it's something that is beautifully blended and balanced. And I've come to realize over the last few reviews I've done that I'm very much appreciating better perfumes because you notice how well they are blended, or you don't notice. I guess that's the whole point. Everything is just balanced perfectly when you're wearing it on your skin. So I've sprayed some on this hand. I'll just spray the opening for you here. So as I smell this, nothing pops out. So unlike a lot of other oud and rose combos in terms of fragrances, so you get a lot of different well-known fragrances that are oud rose. Here the oud does not dominate or jump out at you. If anything, in the opening you immediately get some of that sweetness from the benzoin and the vanilla, but the oud is almost has this like almost creamy, nutty quality about it. And I think also it could be that violet note, which almost has more of a like a really light powdery iris quality about it. Kind of lightens that whole opening. So that sometimes when you're spraying a rose oud fragrance, you know, you kind of almost brace yourself for that strong opening, and it doesn't happen here. Like I say, it's like almost a very creamy, languid, flowing opening that instead of hitting you, wafts up into your nose. As all really good perfumes do, everything opens up in harmony where all the notes are working together, so you don't immediately pick up individual notes. Oh yeah, that's very strong rose or very strong vanilla. It's this unique accord that's created from the blend of all of those notes. So then what happens a few minutes in is that you start, and I'm getting it now, the rose starts to reveal itself. It's like it's drawn apart the satin drapes and has revealed itself, and this rose is not heavy, but at the same time it is slightly indolic in that it almost has this very light animalic quality, and it pulsates off the skin, but again it's still tempered by the sweetness of the vanilla and the benzoin. So nothing is allowed to dominate this fragrance. No individual note dominates this fragrance, but this fragrance is a dominant fragrance. It is a creamy fragrance, yet it doesn't wear heavy. It feels like it is a light cloud surrounding you when you're wearing this on your skin. At the same time, it has amazing longevity. I get consistently between 10 and 12 hours without needing to dig my nose into my skin to smell it. It stays with you, becomes part of you. It is light, but it projects, and they're not two words that you associate with each other. And when I talk about light, I'm talking about the lightness of a cloud or fog and the way that projects. So this is actually quite a beautiful fragrance. If you are worried that this might not be masculine enough, then you may need to sample it to see how it wears on you. I think this wears very well on my skin, but there are some men who might not find it masculine enough. It is unisex, obviously, but maybe the sweetness of the vanilla and the rose makes it lean a little bit feminine for some guys. And the fact that the oud is toned down here is makes it less masculine than other oud rose combos. So as the name suggests, Oud Satin Mood definitely does give you that feeling of the fabric that it's inspired by, but it's so much more than that in itself. It's a beautiful scent. It's a romantic, I think it's a romantic scent. So it's probably not versatile in that you can wear this anytime. It does lend itself to evenings and colder weather. I probably wouldn't wear this in terribly warm weather, and you know, special occasions, nights out, romantic evenings, romantic days. It is something that will want to draw people closer to you to smell. These Maison Francis Kurkdjian perfumes are not cheap, but at the same time they are fantastic quality, and I highly recommend trying that €14 sample offer they have on their website. You can get 4 different fragrances. Unfortunately, you can't get 4 of the same fragrance, but you do get to try some out. So, you know, it was a 50% success rate with mine. 2 of them I didn't like, and 2 of them I like a lot. And I'll be trying some more from that house. That's Oud Satin Mood by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. I hope you enjoyed the video. What I'm going to do from now on, where I can do it, I'm also going to link down below in the description 3 other reviews from reviewers I am subscribed to and I like, who have also done reviews on Oud Satin Mood, and it's just more for getting a different point of view. If you're very much interested in this fragrance, check their reviews out. Peter from fragranceview, Renee from Mr. Zayas, and Waseem from Handsome Smells. So they're all great reviewers. They've done a review on Oud Satin Mood. Please check them out, and I'll see you next time.